Alright, let's try this a fifth time. Today I will be talking about my new toys, and not necessarily bought to not buy these. I made these handmade with help of one supplier though. This supplier has everything that you will need, besides maybe if you don't want one of their push buttons, everything that you will need. I have a review. I'm going to do a review on Peach, but first let me talk about, and this is my new toy. I love this thing. My version of the Nico stick. So this is the white with a black button and a 510 connector. The connector sits out a little bit more than my other one. It's about, I don't know, a quarter of an inch, maybe at the most. This is my old one with red, and the connector sits flush. I bought everything except for the push button, which is black, from madvapes.com. He's got great stuff. Sells everything that you'll need. He's got push buttons, but I wanted a black on black one. He didn't have that one. On and off switch white, and this white is kind of transparent, so you can kind of see through it. And this is perfect because I wanted a LED in there. And what's awesome, which is kind of hard to find, especially at like Radio Shack and stuff, he's got slow changing LEDs. Awesome. That means that it goes. Well, I'll just show you. Before I show you, I want to show you the connector. Kind of had a little bit of a problem. The centerpiece, the rubber that wraps around your positive, really hard. And maybe it's just me, maybe I'm being a pussy, but the alt smoke connector, this is one, has a really rubbery. Now this one is really hard to get back in, so this one I could just screw in one of my dead atomizers and it clicks all the way in. This one did not. I'm not sure if it's all the way in there still. It looks like yeah, it looks just about in there, but I don't think it's all the way in there yet. So that's the only problem I had with them. Other than that, it takes the solder really easy. He's got two little slits so you can wrap your ground at the bottom of your atomizer, or I mean at the bottom of your connector really easily. It takes solder no problem. Alt Smokes kind of had to dabble around and make sure it was really hot and all that stuff, so that's awesome. Rubber part, please fix that. Mad Vapes, kind of hard to get in there. Maybe you have some tips so I'm not such a pussy. Another thing, if you were to buy a battery box from Radio Shack or something like that, usually the on and off switch is ground. Now this one, it's positive, and not really that big of a deal, but it's just you have to play around a little bit more than you would with a Radio Shack one, but that's not that big of a deal. So it's kind of transparent. So let's see this LED that I'm so stoked about. Alright, so make sure that it's on. You guys aren't going to be able to see that. Alright, red switches to green, green switches to blue, and blue turns to purple, and then purple goes to red. And so, that's awesome. I really like that. Kind of wish it was a little bit faster, or it had, it started with purple really, because I'm over the red. Vapes, great. 14500 battery in here. I'm getting 3.7 volts. I always doing videos when I don't have a multimeter so I could show you guys, but I'm gonna order one from Deals Extreme. They got one for pretty cheap, so I'm probably gonna order one, and I'm gonna start testing for more and more of the mods that I'm making. Another thing that I'm really stoked about, this is the new and improved Whiskey Will's USB pass-through. This is 5 volts. I got a connector and push button, 5 volts, Got my regulator down here. If I have any issues at all, which I haven't had since I've built it, I could just unscrew it, and all my wires are down here, and by simply unscrewing my push button, I can take it all the way out. So that's awesome. This thing is great. I love it. I'm selling it, and the reason why is because I don't like the color. I want a black one. I'm going to put an LED in my black one, so when I'm vaping, I also got a tact switch with pretty long connectors too, which is awesome. So I'm going to sell this one, $40. So if you want it, let me know. Let's get to this review. God damn. Stop talking. Alright, so this is the new improved Nico stick, 3.7 volts, peach. I think I have it preloaded in here, but let's do a smell test, and if I need to, I could drip a couple in there. It smells like the O-rings peach flavored from 7-Eleven or something like that, and it tastes like that too. I'll be honest. This bottle's almost gone. So great vapor. Vapor production is great. No throat hit whatsoever. 24 milligrams. I would expect more of a throat hit, but what are you gonna do? The flavor tastes just like what I was saying. The only problem I have with it at 3.7 volts is it goes away really quick. So once all your vapor is gone, the flavor is gone. Kind of sucks. Vapor production is great though. It's really good juice. Probably in my top 5, I would say. Let's try it at 5 volts, and I really think this juice really shines at 5 volts, because at 3.7 volts the flavor goes away really quick, no throat hit, and it's just gone too quick, I think. Whew. A lot more vapor. 5 volts, of course that's going to do that. There is no really throat hit still. Maybe a slight one. I'm not really getting it. Flavor stays a lot longer. I could still kind of taste it, which is awesome, because this juice, you really want it to stay with you. It tastes like the peach rings that you would get at 7-Eleven or something. The candy ones coated with like that sugary, usually they're orange and like a yellow. So this flavor is amazing. The vapor is amazing too. Obviously you can see that it's just still coming out. Really good vapor. It tastes great. Alright guys, that's it for this review. To each your own. Try out Peach from cigeasy. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions about the USB pass-through, ECF, Whiskey Will, I'll show you guys how to build this. Check it out. To each your own. Take care.